What's up, HSY? H to the S to the Y. First of all, let's get some tunes. Setting mute.
This is Lovable, the AI app builder that turns ideas into reality. From small side projects to enterprise tools, from consumer apps to platforms that scale, built in minutes.
On the finale of You're the Credit One for Me, Janae finds her match.
Alex, you don't cancel your old cards.
All right. That should be okay. Maybe a little less. Bop, bop, bop. H to the S to the Y. H to the S to the Y. What's up, HSY? How are you doing? Oh no, my player. That's better. Wonder, what's going on? Welcome in, right at the start of stream, too. The hero of my DMs! Boy, you know, people might take that the wrong way, Claudette. It's a beautiful thing. I am your DD. I am Claudette's Discord demon. It is true. I have the manuscripts. Intimidate. I'm just recreating all my megas. Because I did not have any of them. Hey, I'm going to have Mega Swampert soon. That's fun. And then Altaria. All right. Now, we have this back-to-back before one. And I'm pretty sure we have a riskless line. Starts with Assault Vest Infernape. Assault Vest means we're not dead to Psychic. On the other slot, we put our Hisuian Zoroark, who's not dead to anything, and can't be faked out. So we guaranteed fake out into Ape. Meanwhile, Ape clicks faster fake out into Empoleon for 3%. Empoleon can't do anything because fake out. Sick. So we get 2 fake outs happen, free switch to Lucha. W. Turn 2, Lucha encores the fake out, and Infernape fast close combats Empoleon, which is not a range after fake out. Boba. Boba. I wonder what's going to happen here, indeed. And then at -1/-1, slot 1 Ape with the Assault Vest never baits Komo-O. So we get... Is that true? Yeah, absolutely true. So we get guaranteed high horsepower Mamoswine. Good is life to beat Mr. Juanito Pog! It's true. It's true. I am here. But first, the reboot line. Fake out close combat. We get guaranteed high horsepower. 2 ticks of hail's only 12%, so we're never dead to Blizzard. And he has a focus sash, so there's no priority AI yet. So it's guaranteed high horsepower. On guaranteed high horsepower, we go to Enamorous. We get the second turn of Encore as we close combat the Mamoswine down to 10%. By close combating, we lower our defense, and we put ourselves in this fun situation where Mamoswine is fast killed by Hawlucha, and Mamoswine is fast killed by Enamorous, but we don't care because Mamoswine also has fast kill Ice Shard into Hawlucha, so it never targets Enam. So that means we can go click kind of any move we want. We'll click, I guess, Moonblast into Mamoswine, and we will go to... Where are you? Reboot. And Reboot needs to be level something. Reboot! It is Reboot. It cannot be Cinderace. It must be Reboot. I need a Pokemon that takes Ice Shard plus Hail and always baits Psychic. And Reboot is the guy. Level 80, I believe. Let's see. Yep, level 80 with Iron Ball so that it's fast kill Psychic. Right? And that means always, 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 always works. And then that gives us the one extra turn we need to Moonblast the Komo-O and get a free switch on Psychic into a Dark type. And then our Dark type Honchkrow is in for free except for Ice, Hail damage. We can Sucker Punch plus any move and kill the Rhyme. I do believe we want to be Pixie Plate here. And then Honchkrow, this doesn't really matter, but Honchkrow technically should beat Arctivish Slow Kill. But we're just going to hit it with the old Black Glasses knockoff. Knockoff plus Moonblast. Yeah, knockoff plus Moonblast. That guy dies, and then we Tailwind Moonblast, and we might kill, and if we don't, then we go... Yeah, okay, it's free. It's free. Reboot makes it free. I like this one. Right, Zoroark. 2 Pokemon making their first appearance here. I almost evolved. Ooh. I guess I should do this the old-fashioned way. Everstone value. You do. All you have to do is beat NG Plus and come back for NG Plus Plus. Marky, what's up? I'm doing great. How are you doing? You don't, yeah, it's not guaranteed, so you get to repel Manip on Mirage Island, and I happen to have regular Zoroark duped from NG Plus, which is how I do the encounter stuff. So for me, it was like 99.4 or something percent level 100 Zoroark, but technically it could have been anything. Calking Run and Bun E4, let's go. Choice Scarf, we don't need that. Okay, you're not supposed to need an item, you need the Pixie Plate.
Not only have I saved hours on meal prep, I've actually been eating healthier and staying consistent with my nutrition goals.
Oh, you're not going to be one of those music stations that has ads every 20 minutes, right? You're not going to do that to me. Surely not. Zoroark can also have an item. We're not playing with any knockoffs, so there's not any worry about that. First try. Haha, I didn't wipe to you. Okay. Assault Vest. You're just being a ghost type. Citrus is fine. What seems like a nightmare for me? That was oddly delayed. Oh, the Gardenia. Yeah. I don't know. I think Miku could grow quite the large audience with his brand of entertaining stream combined with the PK slop. The slop. And I'm probably gonna play the game. Let's be honest for a second. All right. Ain't no way we're listening to jazz with reboot on the screen. Oh yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, people will come back to null. Somebody's gonna grind it and beat it, and then in 2 years we'll say the game's easy and solved. Like this isn't. We've done this before. Wow! Oh my God, Zorark. Fall for it every time, man. The self disguise is terrifying. Y'all have no idea. XD. All right. Fake out confirms the range on Empoleon. Mon clicked fake out in double battle. I mean, clouded, right? Like, I think that's a pretty fair guess to make before any new game comes out. So like, yeah. All right. Important here. Show me Mamoswine. Very true. People have made careers off of bounce passes. 236 HP into Lucha. Lucha's highest damage right now is Blizzard into it at 222. No kills. This is high horsepower ape only. Meanwhile, we want ourselves to be dead to Ice Shard next turn. Fake out number 3. But Encore turn 2. Okay. We didn't really care about the chip. We just cared about lowering our own defenses and taking a third tick of hail. It just so happens that at this HP, Lucha is dead to Ice Shard, minimum roll. So we have fast kill into Mamoswine. Mamoswine has Ice Shard into both of my slots for Desperation AI. Mamoswine has overlap for highest damage with Blizzard, with Freeze Dry, with Ice Shard into both. So I don't actually know what scores they might be getting, but I know that he has fast kill into Lucha and he doesn't into Enamorus. So no matter what, Enamorus is safe this turn. And we go to the only Pokemon that does this pivot for me. Ice Shard into Reboot. Yes! Yes! Cook! Cook! And it's in off the post! Encore ends, so we needed a Pokemon that took Ice Shard and guaranteed fast kill Psychic on the next turn, and only Reboot does that in my box with Iron Ball. You give the little soccer Pokemon the Iron Ball, of course. That prevents the slow kill Blizzard that we would have into Enamorus, because we want to buy Enamorus a turn to kill Como-O. I didn't mention this part in the builder, but Reboot is also dead to Clanging Scales. That's why we stayed lower level. So Como-O cannot protect here. Moonblast absolutely demolishes. Free switch Fat Tony. I know it's a silly underleveled mon, but it had to do 3 jobs at once, and this Como-O doesn't do a lot of damage. Okay, Mr. Rhyme does not have a status move. So now it's going for Blizzard, guaranteed. And it is faster than Honchkrow, but we have Sucker Punch. So we can just Moonblast here, and we can Sucker Punch. And these two sweep the back in a little bit unorthodox fashion. But we'll take it. Okay, Arctivish is dead to Pixie Plate Moonblast plus Knockoff. And my Honchkrow does outspeed Arctivish. It was water absorbed for some reason, which feels like an error that it's not Slush Rush. I've always figured that this was intended to be Slush Rush, and maybe it was like 2 Demon, but I doubt that. I don't know, man. I don't know. Alright, and then we have this Mandibuzz last, and this Mandibuzz doesn't do damage. Not really. Alright, the only thing we've taken is hail damage in the entire fight, except for Reboot's Ice Shard. Which is, of course, the only damage we wanted to take. This Mandibuzz is also never going to damage us. It doesn't have any kills, so it's guaranteed to click Tailwind. So what we're going to do is Moonblast it and match the Tailwind ourselves. If we miss the range with Moonblast, we'll just fast kill next turn. You're right, Miku. I did take Fake Out too. And I could have just killed it, but I didn't want to take Rocky Helmet damage because that feels like I'm playing into their hands. And we have this fancy fairy type, so we're using that. Psych! Got him. Got him! Gotta give it to Fat Tony. Got him! Baited. Chat, you were baited. Damaged myself. I did that. That was me! Nuzlocke of the Year! And now we have Juan. What's up, J-Mash? Good to see you, man. Yeah. Unfortunately, I cannot replicate your 90 pivot Juan. I know, I'm sure I'll get Claudette's vote. That I believe. So it's a little early in the year to be doing year-end awards, though, don't we think? J-Mash Mash. All right. Let's actually fully review this line. But who are the mons? 1, 2. Three, 4, 5. Who else? Folk, 6. All right. All right, chat. Freeze dry incoming indeed. As I always do, at Surf Sim, I look at my protect bots and I ask the question, which of these bums is going to do the best job at making this stupid level 93 Glalie click a button that isn't protect on turn 1? And this run, Crawdaunt under level 80 something was the answer. And so we have refused to use Crawdaunt since Aqua Hideout. For this fight, level 82 Crawdaunt is the sauce. With Sticky Barb. Okay, so step 1. Hawlucha is going to need Natural Gift. Hawlucha is going to need Rock Tomb? Question mark? I think so. And Hawlucha is going to need the Citrus Berry. All right. So that's the lead. And I forget the slots. I'll get that figured out. What the rock is cooking is that my Hawlucha is not plus speed, so I need to get myself faster than the Keldeo in the back. And the way that you do that is Psychic type Natural Gift with a Citrus Berry to bring Sneasler to Sash. So turn 1, we bait Close Combat and Freeze Dry, we protect. We Natural Gift to Sash, we become the fastest thing on the field, we take 1 turn of Sticky Barb, and we're cool. Turn 2, we Close Combat the Glalie, and we Aqua Jet the 1 HP Sneasler. Starfberry. No need. We already do 100%. All right, so those 2 die, and then we have Crawdaunt, who's taken... what is this? 212 divided by 8. Nope, that is not what I did. We take 26 per turn, which means we'll be at 160. Slot 1 Hawlucha outspeeds everyone and is -1 Spadef, so we're dead to Keldeo. Keldeo always comes out in slot 1. Crawdaunt is in slot 2 and baits Salamence, who, wouldn't you know it, Dragon Rush does 160. That's going to be our HP number. Ain't that cool? And Keldeo is going to see Secret Sword and never see Hydro Pump. Good job, Crawdaunt. Way to be a Protect bot. But we can't use the Protect turn. We're just going to switch. So we get Secret Sword and Dragon Rush, Fast Kill into Daunt. Hawlucha is free this turn. On this turn, we're going to click Rock Tomb and do 6% to Keldeo. But more importantly, we're going to lower its speed. Then we're going to go Enamorous on Secret Sword and Dragon Rush. and Enamorous is going to be nature changed to timid. All right, this jazz station is officially garbage. All right, Timid Enam with Pixie Plate does 99% to Keldeo. So with the chip, we show fast kill to that. Keldeo will have Hydro Pump into Halucha, or it will have +9 coaching into Salamence. Salamence doesn't get to move because it's dying to Moonblast. So Keldeo either Hydro Pumps or coaches, and the coaching fails. So the Lucha slot can switch for Rose. Rose holds the run in her hands, and not for the last time. We're gonna go Choice Scarf Rose on Hydro Pump or coaching. And then if we get crit and high roll crit, things can start to get spicy. But most of the time, we get Keldeo doing 30% to Rose, and the fight is over. Slot 2, Enamorous kills Mence and baits Slow Kill Legion with Water Gem Aqua Tail. Rose will be in slot 1 and will show fast kill with Scarf Leaf Storm. So we're getting 90% Aqua Jet. The lose con is non-coaching Hydro Pump crit. And, you know, like call it like top 5 rolls into goes for Aqua Jet over Slow Kill and then crits that and also gets a top half roll. So it's like 1 in 1,000-ish. But we kind of sort of, things get, we probably don't wipe, but things get really bad really quickly. Because we're just gonna, the giant horse gets onto the field. So we're just gonna have that not happen. And then we Leaf Storm and we Moonblast, kill Keldeo, and that means double kill, only horses left. We have 2 slots. One of those slots is a flying type. Ape switches into every move except high horsepower, so we can go Ape on the flying move. We can go Volcarona on random move, and double Overheat for the win. That's the plan. I don't see any problems. Other than teaching the wrong moves. So let's be extra smart about our setup. I guess Ape can be citrus because, right? Ape auto kills. Yep, no boost is needed. Okay, your sticky barb, that's really important. And we shouldn't have any concern about leveling up, despite the double kill. So sorry, slot 1, slot 2, because you go to you, and you go to you. Choice Scarf. Galaxy Plate. Okay, you get the Citrus Berry. Citrus, Sparb, Plate, Scarf, Citrus, Citrus. Now let's do the nature change. Timid Nurse Soy. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. And Sticky Barb stays with me. I contact him. He doesn't contact me. I keep the Sticky Barb. All right, let's go. Let's teach Rock Tomb because we're here. I do believe in my friends. We need CC and Natty. We need CC Encore or Natty Gift. Yeah, Brick Break goes. Do I sound not confident? Because I am confident. After all we've been through, we don't fear. I can't learn Natty Gift? How'd I miss that? Okay. Now what? Do I burn my Flying Gem? Flying Gem has been so valuable for Hawlucha specifically. The easy fix is probably to just burn Flying Gem. I'm actually shocked this doesn't get Natural Gift. I'm clearly. Aerial Ace. Yeah, Flying Gem, Aerial Ace plus Aqua Jet does the same thing. I'm shocked though. Clearly. Okay. So much for it's cooked. That also may mean I don't do the nature change. We'll get there. Indeed. We'll just leave it there. Indeed, that was not the plan. I have the solution. I don't like the solution. It's crazy because I cooked one before every other battle in the gym, and I missed that. And I'm usually pretty good about checking. Okay. I can also sack Crawdaunt, but I don't want to. Oh, way before Clotted. Before I ever looked at that battle. I was looking at one somewhere around the start of erratic weather, because Trevenant was really useful in erratic weather, but there were lines where Trevenant was switching into close combat and baiting dual wing beat at a lower level, which I now don't have as an option. So that's a pretty big thing that we're missing. The good news, I don't know if this is good news. Do we have something that can do the job that Lucha is doing is the question. Because it has to sash you. It has to kill you, and then it has to outspeed Keldeo. And it can't use a choice item. Let me go back to the Volk leads. Because I didn't have an Enamorous for this. So because a reckless disregard for resources. Yeah, well, you know. I'm trying really hard to preserve Flying Gem and Fighting Gem because you can only pre-status for Unburden once in the Elite Four. After that, you're healed. And so gems are a really good way to reactivate Unburden, right? Like, you've got your 5 battles, right? If I want 5 Unburdens, I need a pre-status for the first battle. I need 2 gems, fighting, flying, maybe even a coverage move gem like Rock Tomb, Rock Gem, a Lepa Berry, and we're in business. Like, that's my 5. Maybe I don't need it for every single battle either, but like, I don't think I'm overreacting by saying this is an important resource. Pinch is possible, but you know, it just depends on the lines. All right, so I can do one of the other leads that I have, which I originally couldn't get to go anywhere, but I haven't really looked at my other leads since acquiring an Amorous. But Volcarona can turn 1 Tailwind, and then we're faster. But Crawdaunt actually isn't. So turn 1 Tailwind, Protect, turn 2 Overheat, and switch to, oh no, Trevenant? Switch to Trevenant. Trevenant at level 91, still slower than Keldeo. What's the problem with this? The problem with this is that then Sneasler can do whatever it wants. It's my other ghost type. My other ghost type is you. Flame Orb on a fight where it's just a pivot. I think it's very unlikely. Like, yes, it's technically possible, but it's very unlikely to be viable. You almost always need Lucha to be unburdened in the even within the E4 context to not be dead to stuff, right? Because you, like, a lot of the Lucha stuff is coaching to like set up a Tailwind and set up coaching, and so you kind of need that unburdened to be faster than everybody, so you're safe to tailwind. All right. And keep in mind, I can always just sack Crawdon if I don't want to spend. Is that true? Man, how did you not get Natural Gift? Yeah, take her out, Arch. Thanks for stopping by. Peace. Man, I thought this was gonna be a quick start to the stream, and then maybe it would slow down. I didn't think it would get here right away. All right, what about Chomp? Can Chomp do the same job? I don't think it can because I don't get Icy Wind. And I'm slower than Glalie. No guarantee it happens tonight now. Huh. What if we... No, that doesn't work either. How did I do this before? Right, I had Crobat. The timing was so precise. Oh, because I had Shandy. Right. I had a Ghost type that switched in on Double Up. So I would need a Mon that takes Freeze Dry Close Combat somehow, and then can do a Revenge Kill. I don't think I have one of those. I don't think I have another Shandy sitting around. This is when I needed my my Typhlosion character. Technically, I can go Enamorous and then just hope I don't get Poison Touched, but it's so likely that I get Poison Touched. So I almost feel forced to Pecha Berry, and then we don't kill Mence, which feels pretty buns. We're slower than you. And if I start with Volcarona, have any other way to get to double KO? It was always Lucha stuff, man. Those are the only ones that worked. I think I deleted all the other lines. Yeah, I did. Y'all are funny. I remember correctly, I don't think Baseman Neck Trick can even lead. Yeah, you're a bum. Alright, Starmie lead. I looked at that for a hot second. I don't remember it being good. If I have to Flying Gem, I will Flying Gem. But I'm going to give myself probably an hour to figure it out. But the problem with Starmie is that Starmie doesn't kill Glalie, period, right? Right, it'd have to be Sticky Barb Starmie. Right, if we do Starmie, it's Sticky Barb, so that we bait Freeze Dry after turn 1. Right, basically Glalie never sees kill with it. Yeah, so we'd do the same lead. Turn 1 Rapid Spin break Sash. Turn 2 go to somebody that takes Freeze Dry. Turn 2, go to someone that takes Freeze Dry. Let's try Goodra. Goodra takes Freeze Dry with a Lumberry and always baits Keldeo. Well, it wouldn't be Keldeo, right? It'd be Mence for slow kill. Don't love that. But we could switch the slots. Right. So it could be, let's just say it's Goodra is in Goodra's in the Mence slot. Or sorry, Goodra's in slot 1, baits Keldeo, Secret Sword always. This also means no Barb on you. I could be higher level if I want to be. Probably not that much, but like level 85, I think. Goodra. Okay, so Goodra baits Secret Sword. And Starmie baits Freeze Dry again. So then we would go... Oh, so we probably wouldn't... We wouldn't Rapid Spin. We would Icy Wind to get speed control. We would Icy Wind turn 1, not Rapid Spin. Because then we can Psychic. Can you take close combat? You can, but not end without being dead to Aqua Jet. Okay. Turn 1 Icy Wind Protect. Turn 2 Goodra Psychic KO. Slot 1 Goodra baits Keldeo for close combat, or say Secret Sword. We go Enamorous on that, and we go Lum Volcarona on Freeze Dry. That has potential. Hold on. Okay. All right. This is different, but this is okay. Lum Volcarona on Freeze. It might be. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. All right. We take nothing from Freeze Dry. We KO with Overheat because he's -1. Enamorous is on the field, so Glalie can't protect. What's the problem with this? The problem with this is that Enamorous is that Keldeo would just kill Volcarona. So Volcarona can't come in and do anything. Okay, so instead it'd have to be like Rose. Scarf Rose on Secret Sword and Volcarona. Looking like I'm running out of slots, but I could take the double kill with Leaf Storm and Overheat. And then that would put me in a Dragon Rush Aqua Jet. Dragon Rush / Dual Wing Beat and Aqua Jet. Which Amistar usually takes, but now we're getting sketchy and it's my 6th slot. Yeah, I need to more cleanly deal with the opener. Don't you think? Okay, can Zoroark do anything for me here? It's a double battle. We do have Hyper Voice. We are, despite being naive in a level 100, we are still slower than Sneasler, which is a bummer. But we could teach the Psychic TM, Icy Wind plus Psychic. Okay. Okay, what would Zoroark bait if I do that? Zoroark would always bait Keldeo. But do we have somebody that would bait Legion? Anything? Probably not after taking a freeze dry. Right, because the problem is we need to take a freeze dry and then not be dead to Keldeo, or be no, we can't even be faster than Keldeo. Any chance Amistar just takes a freeze dry? No shot, right? No, we're dead. Oh, Glalie, why must you be buns? Buns, I say. Help. All right, I think we're kind of back to the drawing board. I can't even figure out how to lead this fight if it's not Hawlucha activating Unburden. Right? It's not just activate Unburden. It's activate Unburden and get him all the way down. To Aqua Jet range. Shark movie? Shark movies are legit. This is the first like true punish for no acrobatics, right? Not really. It's the punish for losing acrobatics and using my white herb. I haven't wanted the fire gem that I saved over the white herb. Thrash. Pretty good. Nice. Good night then. It's good to see you around, T. Very good to see you around. Jay, well, I made an oopsie and calced a fight with Natural Gift Hawlucha, and Hawlucha doesn't learn Natural Gift. But other than that, feeling pretty good. And I do not believe that my Hawlucha is somehow hidden power psychic either. I think it's a silly hidden power that never helps. Poison, yeah. I know you've been lurking, but it's good to chat with you a little bit for real. Great day. We had a little birthday party for nephew turning 1. Got all 3 kids out to a park with all kinds of swings and stuff for them to get around on. It's great. Got a couple little explorers running around this house. How about you? What I do for the weekend? That's what I did for the weekend. Well, that was day 1 of the weekend anyway. Tomorrow, we're heading up to my in-laws. Gonna have a nice little dinner with them. We're big into just doing as much family stuff as we can. I think it's gonna have to be the gem. crazy that this is harder for me to spend than the 3 scales. What if I just... Hold on, let's get rid of this. And let's say I go turn 1 protect Crawdaunt, turn 1 protect Rock Tomb, the Sneasler to break the sash. Turn 2, I close combat the Glalie and go to Trevenant. I think I remember the problem with this. Trevenant would have to be Sticky Barb to get dual Wingbeat Mence. That's actually okay. Hold on, that's okay. We get dual Wingbeat Mence, who, if we need to switch back in later, we can. Because you can be like level 86. Right, what's the max level I can be here? I can be level 86, edged to 87 after experience, and always live dual Wingbeat if I want to. So, protect Rock Tomb Sneasler, CC, KO. Can't Sticky Barb 2 Pokemon. Hawlucha was Sticky Barbed, then I could make myself dead to Poison Jab after 2 turns. Ooh, there's an angle here where we Sticky Barb Lucha to get ourselves... That'd have to be like an early Legion line, which I don't know if we can facilitate, but there's something there. Enough to make me wait. And I'll keep trying to cook it live, don't get me wrong. People always say they want me to cook live, but I don't really notice a lot of viewership when I'm cooking live, which, no hard feelings. I don't think that watching somebody cook for hours is fun either, but it's funny how often it gets requested for how little interest there is when I do it. Just one of life's little ironies. turn 1 Rock Tomb, protect. Turn 2, go Trevenant in close combat. Trevenant. Oh yeah, it gets us this awkward thing where Sneasler can click Icy Wind or Poison Jab. But neither Icy Wind or Poison Jab is actually terrible. Well, no, Icy Wind would be terrible. Right. Right. So we can't really do that. Is Crawdaunt worth as much as the gem? Probably, because there's still so many optionals to do. There are a lot of doubles left. Like I don't really think that Crawdaunt is going to make the Elite Four, but it might just by what protectors I have. And I have no interest in trying to calc the Elite Four ahead of time. That sounds horrendous. Grimmsnarl baits Poison Jab turn 1. I don't think that does anything. It does not. It does not. We have nothing that kills Glalie that is dead to Glalie. Ooh, excuse me. Tailwind. Overheat. Then you can just match Tailwind. See, that's a little intriguing. I could go Expert Belt here. Okay, so I could go, and then we just kind of hope for the best there. Well, let's just follow this. So we turn 1 Tailwind Protect, turn 2 we go to Enamorous, and we say if we get Poison Touched at some point we'll get Healer, we hope, we pray. Sure. Why not? So Fake Out, sorry, Tailwind Protect, Enamorous on close combat, we overheat. Something tells me close combat's not going to bait consistently. No, if we get crit or we get poison, no heal, it's Hydro Pump Keldeo? No, we fast kill Keldeo and Tailwind. And we're going to fast kill Salamence and Tailwind. Oh. Well, that's actually pretty useful. So Tailwind Enam. Why does Expert Belt and Pixie Plate have different rounding? Is that real? That Expert Belt kills in Moonblast, and I have no idea if that's a calc problem. Boost the damage of super effective moves. By 20% versus Pixie Plates. Boosts the power of fairy type moves. So it is different. Well, that's good to know. All right, so let's try that again. Yeah, it would never see kill. Okay, so Tailwind, Overheat, Enamorous, Glalie dead. We get Legion for Aquajet fast kill into Volk, which conceivably we could go back to Crawdaunt. Really wanted to, except that Crawdaunt won't kill. Be hilarious if it did. I could, if I'm Sticky Barb, I could give him the Sticky Barb on Jet. And then I would still do boosted knockoff, but it's not enough. It's not even enough to show kill because I'm bold nature. And I would show okay. So that's a no. Question 2. Okay, what about Trevenant now? Right, so I have Tailwind, Switch. I would still have more Tailwind turns too. So I get Aquajet, and I get Poison Jab. Slow kill into Enamorous. I fly. And I Miracle Seed Woodhammer. It's got to be more. I take 42 plus Aquajet, but only one is water gemmed. Okay, so let's just say I'm calling that so I could totally die. And then if it's not healer, all right, so that's not great. Okay. actually might not be the worst thing. Oh, eggy roast. Okay, tailwind, protect, overheat, switch, fly up, rose, leaf storm, or maybe like grass gem energy ball. Grass gem energy ball, because it's tailwind switch attack. We still have one more turn of tailwind. We get immense slow kill. Holy shit. I would way rather spend grass gem. Does this work? No, I think the bait's still off. I'm acting like there's one mon left and there's two, because Keldeo hasn't come out yet. Right, so Glalie dies, Sneasler's still in the field, I fly up, I go to Rose, I double kill, I have one more turn of, and double kill, I have one more turn of Tailwind, so Enamorous would bait Horse for Glance, and kind of random into Rose. And it could, oh my god, and Keldeo could coaching. Oh yeah, we can't be coaching the Horse. Man, it was such a cool looking idea. Like a Nidoking sack, protect, sorry, overheat, not overheat. I think you can actually be sacked though. Nidoking, do you get natural gift? You do. could hypothetically in Tailwind. Oh, but you're Muddy Water. Can't do Muddy Water plays against the rules. That's a violation, chat. Muddy Water is a violation. I can take close combat with Garchomp, break Sash with Rough Skin, and be Pecha Berry. Any chance that I always bait Aqua Jet after that? No. Unfortunate. But that's got real potential. It has no potential. No control over Keldeo, right? None at all. All right. What if we say Starmie's gonna go out a hero? Right. So Starmie can take the close combat. Of course, Starmie doesn't even kill with Specs Psychic on Keldeo, which is very sad. And I can't Natural Gift Psychic anyway. But I want to see, since Miko is in here with the Natural Gift, it's less than Psychic anyway. That would have been funny. Alright, what if... Can we get Rose in early if it's... This is what we were trying to do before, right? Rose Tailwind. The problem is always the timing, is that you've got to get that double kill so Horse is by itself. It's so rare to control it any other way. Tailwind. Protect. Or what if we just overheat? We don't Tailwind. Then we get... It doesn't even help, right? Tailwind. Go Rose. How many Jabokas and Roaps do I have? I think I have one Jaboka. I think I used 2 Roaps. Yeah, okay, I only have... So I'm not going to use a Jaboka, but I could use a Roap. Okay, so protect. Hold on, protect Icy Wind. Protect Icy Wind, switch you with Aspir and Psychic, and then you would bait you. My music end? Oh.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete...
What would Starmie bait? Starmie would bait Spirit Shackle Slow Kill? Okay. So we could do Starmie Lead, we could bait Legion. It's interesting. We could bait Legion for the Aqua Jet. No, that was correct. Yeah. Bait Legion on slot 1 for the Aqua Jet into me. Then we would double switch. Does that even work? Hold on. 91, it would work. That's Sticky Barb Starmie baits. No, it'd be 2. But I could Flame Orb Starmie. Flame Orb Starmie would do it. That right? No, turn 1 I would Rapid Spin, I would get burnt. Turn 2 I would take the burn. I would start the battle burned. So I wouldn't always bait Freeze Dry. I would usually bait Freeze Dry. Level 90 is not going to do the job. What a time it would be to have a Life Orb. How about Blastoise Water Spout leads? Or set up hold on, so we like Tailwind Tailwind. Protect. Turn 2. Sack Nidoking to like double up, and I can position 2 Mons. Hold on. That has potential. In Tailwind, right? Because Nidoking takes. We've got a choice. We can have Nidoking just take close combat, and we can kill Glalie, which I don't love. Or I can take close combat, die to Glalie, and I can U-turn somebody, probably Sneasler, to break Sash. And that gives me 2 full Tailwind turns with whatever Pokemon I want. Right, so if I wanted to go Water Spout from you, I could. Oh, this could be a really neat Altaria angle, because it can bait, Salamence. So who do we have here? We have Sneasler, who's still on the field. Glalie's still on the field. That makes it wonky. And I don't have a Mon that one taps the horse, right? That doesn't exist in my box. What about like a fighting gem guy? Nope, not even a fighting gem guy. No Beware this time. That seems so good. Send Chomp. We could Earthquake kill. And we'd be full HP. Full HP Chomp would bait Glastrier. Shocker. Gosh darn it. You would think that Tailwind would be useful, but it somehow just isn't. Because there's an evil Mon in the back that kills everything you love. Can't Encore Fake Out, because we can't get a guaranteed Tailwind setup to do that. What about Zoroark Speed Control? I think the problem with that is we don't know about Protect. Okay, so let's go back to Zoroark, Icy Wind leads. Right. But Lucha can never switch in. This is not possible. And there are 0 ways to get Glalie to attack and guarantee Fake Out. Minus speed. Blastoise is too slow. Funny enough, regular Blastoise kills 2 off rip. Who would you bait? I mean, regular Blastoise isn't... He's outdamaged by everyone. So... Oh, speed type, bro! Why? Of course, this Mega doesn't get any faster. Hmm. Now I've forgotten. What was the idea? The idea was Tailwind, Protect, Sack. That's already 3 slots is the problem. So you need some insane tempo out of it. We're slower in Tailwind, right? Right. And both. Yoinks. Okay, we don't have Psychic Gem, but we could do Choice Specs here to show Keldeo a kill. That would bait Salamence for us. Can't do Salamence. getting nowhere, chat. You know what I haven't done forever? Update the Nightbot. Yikes, mine are outdated. This would have been the moment for the Guts Heracross in Tailwind. That's what this was supposed to be. Let's, I'll have to show myself if that's me making a grave error. Probably. But we made it this far without it. Alright, let's see if that works. It does. Is that true? 9 empty routes? Thought it was more than that. No, that's correct. Six, 12, 18, 24, 6, 27, and 9. that actually could work, yeah. No, because Dragon Rush. Yeah. You know, I never considered a Salt Vest Halucha. It makes my Rose part not work anymore, but that seems less. Seems like something. Protect. Rock Tomb. Switch. Close combat. Yeah. It's interesting, at least. Okay. So... Oh, and then hold on. No, but you have that darn berry. So I went to Zoroark on close combat. I could teach Psychic, and I've already broken the sash with Rock Tomb. So you would kill. Then you would be clicking Hydro Pump. Sometimes coaching, sometimes. Yuck. Okay. But we do the Enam thing now. Fake out. So sorry. Protect KO. Go to Enam. On CC. Enam doesn't bait consistently, so it would have to be Lucha baiting, and that would bait Mence. Which equally doesn't work. Lucha can't bait Mence because Enamorous is the one that needs to kill Mence. Iron Ball Lucha is funny. Iron Ball Lucha is actually possible. Hold on. We could be cooking, we could be smoking. Iron Ball Halucha, turn 1, Glalie doesn't see kill because we are plus Bidef. Close combat kills, we protect. We bait Secret Sword and close combat. So we can just go to a ghost type. Or go to Enamorous. But you could also hydro pump. What about double brick break kill? Like rock smash brick break? We usually want the speed control. Rock tomb brick break. Like muscle band. Okay. And I don't think the choice band break does it. Right? No. Okay. So muscle band, rock tomb, brick break. No, that sucks. That gets us mince. Well, no, if we bait the other way, that's fine. That actually would be really good. So, protect Rock Tomb, Enam on close combat, Brick Break KOs Glalie, slot to Lucha, baits slow kill Salamence, dual wing beat Tailwind, Enamorous fast kills it with Expert Belt Moonblast. No, you have a Sneasler on the field. No matter how many times I try to not have Sneasler on the field, I have a Sneasler on the field that needs to die. Bro. It's the whole problem. Protect. This comes back to the flying gem. I think we gotta do the flying gem. I'm gonna sleep on it. I'm not gonna rush it. I can cook Victory Road offline anyway. Oh, I had so many chances to calc it. Disappointment. Sorry, chat. I'm not sure there is any chat, but that's okay. Sleaze J is here. Well, I apologize to you sincerely, Jay. Oh, I did mean to check one thing first. The thing I want to check is if this is the punish for Heracross dying. Heracross, level 91, Adamant, believe I was 4 attack, Guts. With Burn, and that would be Flame Orb. The question is, does close combat kill the horse? And it does. So that was the one thing that I did get this game that does the job. And it was really easy to bait in Tailwind early, and I could just collect a free kill. And I think I could probably make the rest of the fight work because I have checks into everybody else. I just don't have... The timing was the big problem. So... deserved, unfortunately. Dang. Love a Doom calc? Well, you come to the right place. But we're still gonna raid. That looks like singing. Let's raid Miku Miku. Later, Jay. Have a great night.